Philadelphia Eagles obviously going through a lot of transition. I mean, an insane amount of transition this offseason. There's been 55 different messages, it sounds like, or different ways going out there. What are your thoughts on the future this season? And if you're like an Eagles fan, how should you be feeling? You should be excited, I assume?
They should be very excited. Really, I mean, even as players, you don't know what to expect. I mean, we went over a lot of stuff during OTAs, but you have limited contact, limited, what you can do. So training camp will be interesting, getting there, get the playbook down, and then once the first couple of games start, I guess we'll kind of see what team we're going to be and where we're headed. But yeah, man, it's been a very interesting year. A lot of new guys coming in and out. So yeah, man, it's really.
What do you do there?
See what happens.
Because I remember back whenever there was a lot going on. Obviously, everybody on our team got cut. Like everybody. Peyton Manning got cut. I mean, that happened. I was getting texts from teammates like, hey, do not answer a 317 number of any kind. Okay, they are firing everybody out here. I'm like, you got it. But for me, you're just, as a player, you're just sitting back and watching all this, and you know nothing, really, by the way, and you got people asking you, they're like, oh, what's going to happen? What's going on? It's like, I have no idea. This season for you, this offseason had to be a lot of that, I assume. Like, hey, what is going on? You have no idea, but when you get in there, you have trust. You have to, I guess.
Have you ever seen a real big bad hornet's nest? It's just a lot of stuff going around. That's what it's like right now. I'm just staying away until get around it a little bit. But right now, I'm staying away from the hornet's nest. Getting this body right for training camp, and hey, then you know what it is. It's 6 months of pedal to the metal.
Imagine that team coming together and winning it, though. It would be fucking unbelievable. I think it'd be really cool to watch. We were that 32nd ranked team after the obvious 2-14 year. We had shirts on there and everything, the amount of shit that was being said, and then we went on.
You like that? You had no expectations. You were expected to be terrible, and you just come out just throwing haymakers.
It's nice too whenever you do, because you guys there for a little bit. I mean, Eagles immediately became a target. I mean, that was a team, and then team that people.
We made the playoffs 3 years in a row. We weren't where we were, that year, but we were still competitive. And then last year, obviously, the super down year. So yeah, man, we have a lot to prove. The NFC East has a lot to prove, man. Hey, we're the dumpster fire of the league, so to speak. When you go to all the websites, the PFFs, hey, we're not very good. So we got a lot of work to do, man.
Hey, just stay away from the horse. Fuck them all, man. Yeah, fuck them all. Go ahead, Connor.
Yeah, Lane, you were just talking about getting your body right, and I remember back in April you were wrestling Jay Glazer. Are you going to be doing any more of that, or are you kind of putting that to rest and not doing that anymore?
No, I let Andrew Whitworth take that over. He's bigger than me and a little bit more experience, so I'll let him kind of take the reins on that one.
What is this thing? I know I see people doing it. What?
It's called tumbling. So you're trying to get leverage. It's a wrestling drill. So really, it's a great way to get tired. And hey, if you want to get some romance going, you should try it with somebody. You get tired real quick, Pat. Them quads will be burning, son. Burning.
That chair just wore me out. Right there. That chair just wore me out.
Right.
Hey, there was a quote that came out on social media, and I don't know where you did the interview, but obviously you were asked about Jalen Hurts, and you came out complimenting him, saying that he carries himself with a confidence, he carries himself like a veteran. What is your thoughts on Jalen? And he's in a fucking wild situation, too, that it's obviously, the NFL, this can happen. This is the NFL. This is business. Things like this can happen, but how do you think he has handled himself through all of this behind the scenes that we haven't really got a chance to see?
I think he's done really well. What really impressed me about him is how he handled his transition from Alabama to Oklahoma. I think that spoke a lot about him, how he handled that. Did great at both schools. And then even this past year when he got the chance to go play, went and made some plays. But, he stays himself. He works extremely hard. And then when the cameras are away, man, he's with the teammates. He's hanging out. He's with the receivers doing 7-on-7. So, a lot of stuff's going on behind the scenes. But like I said, man, that hornet's nest is, it's going crazy right now. He's staying away and just trying to get the training camp safe, man.
Yeah, it's not easy to do.